what type of clients do you want? You want more corporate clients?
Probably preferably, yeah, probably.
Okay, well then that would probably be like less content heavy and more getting email lists on like Apollo or Crunchbase, and then getting instantly.ai, which is like a mass email service. And then you can email from like 50 different email accounts to all these corporations your portfolio, and then they can check it out and tell you like, yeah, we'll get you on for $2K a month, $3K a month, whatever it is, to help us with our content. Because the corporate route is way different than like the consumer route.
100%.
Yeah. Like when like I have a friend who is his dad is a dentist and he's managing it, and he's asking me how to like hack social media, and I'm sitting there like, why are you trying to hack social media as a dentist? Like, just you need to go into corporate offices and tell people, because they have healthcare and dental plans, so you can like partner up with corporations to be the preferred dentist. So there's just, content is not always the key to get more clients.
Yeah. Man, you got the perfect chance to LinkedIn LARP. I'm not gonna lie.
Right. Yeah, 100%. And I think also too, because that's been the thing, I think, is like, just on terms of like making content or videos for companies or people, is like finding like where like the people where it like makes sense and they get it, because it's like, it's been hard like for cold like outreach without having like something to stand on, whether it's like, you know, a LinkedIn or just like a place that can like kind of like show how to like the differences and why it matters. And like, I don't know, because yeah, just with the cold outreach, I can't just be like, hey,
you
like,
need something to go
your
back
shit is
to,
ass,
that they can go back to and check out your portfolio and like your process. Yeah. Okay. Well then, I mean, I wouldn't even worry about views. I would just worry about like providing value in a portfolio. And then once you do cold outreach, and also even like just low-key, I hate this, but like it works for other people, like in-person conventions and shit, where you meet people.
That shit works, man.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not the best at that because I don't like leaving my house, but yeah.
No, that shit works. Where you based out of? Texas? Perfect. You should probably go to Houston and go to these oil and gas conventions and a lot of these different stuff that they have going on, these different conferences, because they always have a ton over there. Like Dallas will probably have a bunch, Houston will probably have a bunch. Literally, that's how I got a lot of, because like what I do for my day job is like I basically video edit and do production for a finance podcast and stuff. That's how I got most of my retainers. Like I literally just went to a bunch of different because I'm in Toronto, so the mining scene is big over here. There's like a lot of like mining companies and stuff like that. So I'd go to like the conferences there and be like, just talk to people at the booth. Like, oh, what are you doing? What's your website? This, da 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 da. And then they'll show me their stuff, and I'll be like, hey, oh, I noticed you do this. Like, this is what I do here. I can help you do this, that, and the third. And people are always willing to like hear you out, because like, I'm telling you, a lot of like these old heads, like they're so far behind on everything going on online. It's bad. Like, so it's like, it's so easy to just put yourself out there. Like, yeah, just make the content. Even if you do cold outreach via email, like what I did for a lot of people to even just get even responses is don't even send anything that doesn't, like, send like a 2-sentence like email, something like, hey, not going to waste your time. My name is X. This is what I do. Here's an example. Would love to chat more. Are you interested in connecting later on? Or are not even saying interested. Are you opposed to? So when you say, oh, are you opposed to? Most people, it kind of flips it on their head and like, oh, let me hear that out. But if you're like super straightforward with it, like that's how I got most of my video stuff. But I'm not, me myself, I'm not interested in growing that route anymore, because I want to do my own content thing. But that's what worked for me, man. I just went to these conferences, connect with people, talk with people. Obviously, it's going to be a little awkward at first, but like, it's like talking to girls. It's like the more girls you talk to, the more confident you get, and like it becomes easier. Like legit, just like even if you not even to talking to one, just go up to a conference that's adjacent to what you do, whether it's finance, oil, gas, all that stuff, and then just get your jump shots off. And you'd be surprised. Like a lot of these places, you can like either go for free or cheap.
Something that's worked on me too is when people send those like 2-sentence or 1-sentence emails where it's honestly just like I mean, I've caught on to it at this point, but it's almost like a friendly email where they will ask a question related to what I'm doing, and then I'll answer, and then it'll start like a whole conversation, and then they'll come in and be like, "Oh yeah, by the way, I do this," and then I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, but it gets a response. It gets open rates.
Yeah, like it does.
Yeah.
No, I appreciate that. So on terms of like with the cold outreach or with pulling up to conferences, like I don't know, as far as like, because I don't know, I've always thought a big part of it is still like finding like the industries that get it, right? Because like with the cybersecurity stuff, it's like there are companies that like they want to educate and they like want to be like an authority in that industry, and like with all the stuff that's changing with AI and just cybersecurity in general, like it's like a need for a lot of those types of people or companies.
Your current clients as credibility?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, because when I owned this pressure washing company and I had a bunch of HOAs, I had like one of the premier HOAs in South Florida. It was like a $50,000 contract, and when I contacted new HOAs that we didn't already have under contract, I'd be like, "Hey, this is what we do." Like he said, we already do your neighboring HOA. Here's the name. And if they look it up or they already know it and they know it's like a big HOA, then they're like more inclined because they're like, "Oh, this business already works with a big company and does good work. We should do that too."
Yeah, that makes sense.
That was honestly, I got a pretty good hit rate on just doing that.
Okay.
Like out of 15 emails, I'd get like 3 responses.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Good intel.
Yeah.
Sure. But yeah, that's kind of all I got though. I'm still kind of
figuring it out.
Starting stage. So
yeah.
But yeah, I've just figured like for so long that like it's like I need to just make content for myself, because it's like I can whip some shit up,
I think that's the biggest lever you can have, because even if you're not trying to go viral, it's a good portfolio for what you do.
Mm-hmm.
It just shows your work, which is what you were saying before, where you need like that backdrop when you do cold outreach, even where they go to your portfolio and be like, "Oh, okay, so this guy's actually knows what he's talking about."
Mm-hmm.
Because they're going to watch like 10 videos before they actually trust you, and then they'll email you back and they'll be like, "Okay, yeah, this is our guy."
Right. Yeah. The other question I had was, so what would be your take then on like if fuck the work shit, like with the personal brand shit, like how would you go about, like what are your thoughts on that? Or is that not something that you can
for you?
Yeah, I guess like on terms of like, would you say that it's like a no-brainer, like, oh, it needs to be content on videography or film production or whatever it is, like, or
I mean, again, who are your clients? Who do you want to be your clients?
Yeah. Well, I guess I was saying more so on, this is still like, you're talking about driving traffic to get work.
Well, I wanted to get away from music. So I rebranded my personal brand to be more like educational value mixed in with like internet culture. So I just started producing content like that. So you have to figure out what you want to do before I can tell you, like, here's the direction you should go. Because any direction is good. It's just you need a direction first.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I just need to figure that out. I've always just like with the whole videographer and like all that kind of stuff, I've always like, I don't know, I've never been into the whole like tutorial stuff, like send them to like, you know,
You just do
here's some
behind the
LUTs,
scenes
here's
stuff.
some, yeah.
Like, cause the editing, like the how-to tutorials on how to edit, then you're basically teaching the content is trying to teach people how to do the same thing you do. But if you do behind the scenes and you show people the process, then you're gonna, and then also the final product, then you'll attract more people, or at least give value for people who just want the end product, and show how much you actually put into it and your value.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd steer away from the tutorials if that's, because it doesn't seem like you want to do that. It seems like you want corporate clients. Yeah. Yeah. So then I would just give value on how you.
Do you feel like LinkedIn is like better for that as a platform, or?
Absolutely.
For corporate clients, for sure.
Okay. Just.
Hell yeah, you have the perfect opportunity to LARP on LinkedIn. Like, if you're trying to get corporate, like that's where they're gonna do it. Like, just make your videos, make a new YouTube channel that's just gonna be linked to your LinkedIn. Post the same videos, because if it gets views, it gets views. But then they're gonna see it on LinkedIn. You know what I mean? And then it makes it easier for you to reach out to people, because number one, they know you're not a bot, and I just find that like people are active on there. Like it's weird. Even if like people who are like on that corporate ladder game, they might not scroll LinkedIn like they scroll Instagram, but they check that every day. Like people are on LinkedIn at least, like they said there's like a study where like they're on it like at least 15-20 minutes a day, and they're checking it periodically, and they're scrolling. And if you got content on there that's performing, especially videos, they're trying to get videos out there, but nobody's posting because they're kind of scared right now. Posting in a corporate environment is risky right now, but you're not corporate. You're a freelancer, so you have an advantage.
Yeah.
I've heard LinkedIn is good for traffic because there's not a lot of actual good content on there.
Yeah, let me show you one of my friends who does this. Like, her name is Danae. She does like ads on LinkedIn. She's not ads on LinkedIn. Like, she does like e-commerce ads and stuff like that for a lot of like different brands. And this is like all she posts on LinkedIn. Like, she just went hard on it. She posted videos. She posts these stories. Hold up, let me find her posts. Posts. Sorry, I barely know how to navigate this shit. Should be posting on here. Look at her stuff getting 107 likes. Yo, this might as well. If this was IG, this post has 20K likes. 100 likes on LinkedIn is no joke. And she'll post stuff like this, like, oh, POV, you're in your 20s building a business from your laptop in different cities in the world. I know how incredibly privileged I am. I've grown with safety, yada, yada, yada. But the whole point why she's posting stuff like this is because so after working with various clients and helping them scale their ads, now she has a community called She Freelances for Women, where she helps women who are either frustrated with corporate or who want to leave corporate and become freelancers. And all she does is literally LARP on LinkedIn. I'm telling you, she just grow their bench. She posts case studies on how she helped customer A do this. And then she also posts motivational stuff like, oh, this was my life before. This is how I transformed. This is where I'm at now. You know what I mean? And then she does that. Like this business in itself, like she's making like 30 racks from this a month. And her clients have her on retainer for another 25. So like she's cooking. And she posts her YouTube results. She just posts like yaps, like, look at this. Like girls love this. Like you'd be hotter if you locked up. She's cooking, bro. She's cooking. Yeah. She's cooking. So that's like, I'm telling you, if you have the capacity for LARPing on LinkedIn, it's worth it, man. It's worth it. So obviously it does help that she's pretty, you know what I mean? But like at the same time, LinkedIn, like if you're just showing people the behind the scenes, you're showing them behind the scenes of like the lifestyle you're living, you just treat it like a professional Instagram. People eat that shit up. Like that's my whole like this is my other dog, Deshaun. That's all he does on LinkedIn. He runs a page showing like Canadian university sports. He grew it to like 70K followers. That was like basically it's like you ever heard of what's that fucking site that covers fuck, I forgot the NCAA equivalent, but like he basically started like one of the largest college sports pages in Canada, and that's all he does now. He just larps on LinkedIn, says some of his achievements, what they're doing, how they've helped company do this campaign, all that type of stuff. Like if you want to go to corporate route, like trust it's there, like, and it's not, it's more than just like posting your achievements like how most people do it. So he also got invited to be a broadcaster for CBC is like our NBC here in Canada. So he got to announce at the CEBL, so that's like the Canadian basketball league. That's where J. Cole went. So J. Cole played for the Scarborough Shooting Stars. He got to announce at that game. He shows like, yo, look, this is what we're doing here, da 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 da. Does his yapping video? I'm telling you, people eat that shit. Look, and he's a regular guy. He's not. You can't even say pretty woman stuff because look, he's a regular guy and he gets 112 likes on LinkedIn. Like that's nothing to joke around. Like that is serious. So if you want to get clients, this is the way to do it, man. He's got deals at Under Armour because he was LARPing on LinkedIn. You know, like it works. It just yeah. So if you want to go to personal brand, I'm telling you, like LinkedIn, you can't leave out LinkedIn, but just show the behind the scenes. That's exactly what these people do. Show your progress, show how the transformation, then show the result. So problem, transformation, result. Problem, transformation, result. So client A said they were experiencing this problem in cybersecurity. This is how I took them through the process of doing this content to showcase X. Here's the end result. We got this amount of people saved from getting hacked, this amount of outreach, this amount of da da da. Go from there, and then just do your thing.